Hi everybody, Shannon Belmont here, and this week we're going to be doing some actual analysis. We're going to be running a suite of geoprocessing tools, working primarily with vector data, and we've found some pretty cool data for you to work with this week that's more global in nature and gets us into some broader extents. Here we are in Arc. This is just the incidence data over a base map. I've got the economic zones in here with a semi-transparent display, but I'm just going to leave that off. I really just want to show you how to find these tools, and then just a couple of tricks in case you've been thwarted by pinning things over here. So typically the search window should be docked over here on the side, but the shortcuts to the things I'm going to show you are up here. There's a geoprocessing drop-down menu, and this has a shortcut to some of the most common geoprocessing tools, and geoprocessing is just the word we use for vector analysis. So buffering, clipping, intersecting, unions, merge, dissolve. But there are a lot more tools than this out there. In the instructions, I tell you open, search for and open the blah 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 tool. I'm talking about this thing here, using the search window. Now if you don't have this open, this is the search shortcut. Push this, it reopens, and then you can pin it to your taskbar or sidebar here. And then you can type in your tools and it searches for them. Now sometimes there's more than one tool available because it's kept in a different toolbox. Sometimes the tool does the same thing, like slope. There's some tools that are found in multiple places. The clip tool is an exception to that. You can clip rasters, and those tools are found in the data management toolbox, and you can clip vector data. That's found in the analysis toolbox. So this is one way to find tools. If you don't know what things are called, you can always go to the web and Google something like, hey, cut shapefile using line file, GIS. And if you Google that, I guarantee you will find 500,000 web pages or blogs, people talking about the woes of GIS, and it'll help a lot. Another thing you can do is just go to the Arc Toolbox. So that's this little red shortcut thing. It opens over here. You can pin it as well, or just close it. But the vector analysis tools are found in the Analysis Toolbox. Generally speaking, there's a lot of other vector-based tools out here, but these are the basics of them. So here's where you're going to find the clip. Here's the erase. It does the opposite of a clip. Your intersect, joins, or unioning, and then your buffers in the proximity. So it's fun to dig around and open these. All you have to do is click on them and they open. Okay, double click, I lied. And it walks you through how to input things. Remember that if you click kind of in a gray area, it defines the tool itself. If you click in any one of these things, and I've got the I've got the show help window open, it defines each of these inputs for you. Linear unit, it describes how you should format it. If there's formatting issues, it defines some of these things for you. So using the help is a really useful thing to do. What else? Oh, remember week one-ish when we talked about data management, we talked about creating output files or files to really keep yourself organized. That's going to become exceptionally true from here on out because you're going to be creating a lot of new output files every time you run a tool. So I would recommend, if you haven't developed this habit yet, making sure you create an output file or have a designated folder so that when you run these tools, let's say we want to run, I do not want to buffer those points. That would take forever, but maybe we could try running a buffer on this thing. The output feature class, it's going to automatically try and put it in a default geodatabase. That's what Arc loves to do. Now you can set this in your environments to a default folder of your own, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a couple weeks. You can also set up a geodatabase of your own and have everything dump into your own place. But for now, you need to use this browse folder and choose a location for your output folders to go, output files to go. If you don't, know that everything's going into the default geodatabase set up on the C drive. And if you're in the computer lab, you're going to want to go in and grab this thing and copy it to your external hard drive so you have the files that are in here and you don't lose them. Because these get wiped out however often Wes whether it's on logout or midnight or whatever it is. So if you think that you may have accidentally dropped some stuff in here because you were in a hurry, maybe get in the habit of just following this path on the C drive to finding the default geodatabase in the ArcGIS folder, and making sure you're copying this so that you've got everything. All right, that's it. If you have questions, oh, and I was going to show you a couple examples. So let me get rid of this and bring up these. So just some student examples from last year. You can't always see them all the way, but this is a very clean, professional kind of figure that we're looking for here. So some temporal context and a really simple explanation. This student has a little bit more text down here. That's great. You definitely need to have data credits, and like I said, most important, keep it simple. Get rid of these. I don't think scale is necessary. The context of the islands, I think, is enough for most people. So I think the thing that these maps all have in common is their simplicity and their efficiency to tell the story. So that's it. Yep, questions, let me know. And if not, I'll talk to you next week. Thanks.